Hello everyone, welcome back to some Battleborn Open Beta. Now, after the fiasco that was Shane and Oryx, I think we're going to play some Marcus today, and Marcus is a gentleman, a robot, and a sniper. There is also a title you can place under your name that is exactly that. We're going to be playing on Meltdown. Now, having played for the weekend, I think that Incursion might be a little bit better for Marcus, although there are some decent line of sight places for Marcus to shoot. I reckon Incursion might be a little bit better. So we're going to cut to the character select now. Okay, so I know rank isn't everything in this game, but the highest level on our team is level 10, and the highest level on the enemy team is level 43. Okay, so this is our rundown of heroes. We have Marcus on played by me. We've got Arendi, Benedict, Shane and Oryx, and Miko. I like the way this happens. It's nice. It's nice. They have a lot of swords on their team. And there's almost no loading screen whatsoever, which I like. So Marcus has a Q ability. It throws down a bubble. Once enemies walk into the bubble, they are slowed. The E ability puts down an owl, and the owl will scout around for a little while in a certain radius, and once it catches an enemy person, it will target them and run towards them and blow up. Now I seem to be taking a long time with my talents here, which is because I can't figure out which one I want to take. More damage or increased movement speed, allowing us to get out of harm's way. We go for the increased damage. Now Marcus's left click is a shot from his pistol. Marcus's right click transforms his pistol into a sniper rifle, and we can use that to snipe down a lane, such as this. Marcus's trait is he does extra damage if he hits a third person consecutively. So we're going for Miko. We know how powerful Miko can be, so we're going to try and go and burst him down. He also doesn't seem to have a shield, Miko, so he's a pretty good target to get. Now, in Battleborn, if you hit somebody in the headshot, you get crit damage, so obviously you want to be trying, especially with Marcus, you want to be trying to hit them in the head for 303, as opposed to hitting them elsewhere for 202. You can see that this Miko is incredibly low, and we finally get the kill, but my aiming isn't the greatest. We do drop down one of them taunts, because when you get killed, you get to see the enemy kill cam, and if they do a taunt, it just adds a little bit of extra BM. Especially when you're playing Marcus, you are off on your own, standing back a little bit most of the time, so you have the position to drop down a taunt. You're not going to get, hopefully, ganked, because you're so far back making use of the sniper rifle. So Marcus's abilities do actually do quite a bit of damage. So if we haven't seen any enemy Battleborn in the area, we're going to try and take down some of the minions, because once they do get to our grinders, the enemy will get extra points. So there's always something to be shooting at, is what I'm trying to say. Now, if you were anywhere near your minions when they cast a shield, I think the big floating minion casts a shield periodically, and if any of your friendly team or enemy team are next to theirs, you also get part of that shield. So if you see their blue bar, which is their shield and not a mana bar, there is no mana in this game as far as I'm aware, then if it's purple, it means they've received the extra shield. So shields regenerate, health generally doesn't, so we want to be going for the Miko who doesn't have a shield, as opposed to one of the characters that have a shield, because they should be able to, if we pierce the shield, they should just be able to run away and heal up before we can get any meaningful damage, or we wait until the damage has been done and then we finish them off with the sniper rifle. So we do have enough shards to activate our gear, and we're doing that right now. Way. So I think we activated our stopwatch, which is cooldown reduction, even though we aren't really relying too much on our abilities as Marcus. We also have a talent, so we're going to get the collision reduction on our owl, so now it doesn't collide with anything in the world. And I think we go for the accelerator here. So the accelerator, it speed boosts you if it is your friendly accelerator, and if it's the enemy accelerator and you run near it, it will slow you down. So if they can't get that speed buff, they should hopefully be easier targets for us to hit, but I should have probably done a practice match with Marcus before I recorded this. My Marcus gameplay is a little bit rusty. Just the same as my TF2 sniper is. It's a little bit rusty. Some people I've seen on Marcus can hit you if you've got a speed boost and you're busy jumping around and flying across the map in some sort of spaceship, and they can still hit you. Me, I can barely hit you if you're standing still, so I'm probably not the best person to showcase Marcus, but we're going to do it anyway. One thing to note in this game, projectiles do not travel through friendly targets, which can be a big pain in the backside for Marcus, because his sniper rifle bullets will not pierce through the friendly Miko, for example, and hit that Galilea. It will just hit Miko and do nothing. So you kind of want to be hitting the enemy team from the side, or hitting them from an elevated position, or, you know, from the back if you really want to be dangerous, to get that damage in. Otherwise, your shots are going to get blocked basically by friendly teammates, and they're not going to get anything done. Again, we're trying to focus the Miko. That kind of looked like it did go through. I'm pretty sure nobody else's bullets go through things, but maybe Marcus's does. Huh. So again, we're just trying to kill this Miko constantly, and we could have got the killing blow there, but we get it right there. Another KO on Miko, and if they don't have a healer, that's the enemy Galilea doing a taunt, so she must have killed somebody. And if they don't have the healer, they won't be able to stay in the fight as long enough. So I think for us, the main priority target is Miko, especially since they don't have a shield on that character. Unfortunately, we are losing this scoreboard right now. So we can either reduce our reduction or increase the zoom rate. In hindsight, I should have gone for the recoil reduction, but I think I did pick up the zoom rate. Yeah. Probably not the best match for this, but we're going to take it out anyway. So this is the one that costs... That's the one that gives the team more points if it reaches the grinder, the big flying one. So we're going to take out that first. It's also the one that gives shields, so we're going to take out that first. Our minions do just make it to the enemy grinder, and we get a couple of points for that. I think we... Oh no, we got one! We got one! But he runs out of view, so we're going to take out the accelerator. And complete a challenge while we're at it. Challenges are just random things you can do while playing, and it'll give you XP for your account and XP towards your character. Each of the characters level up separately, and then you kind of have like a general account level, which is, I guess, a general indication of how long you've been playing. It doesn't mean you're good by any means, it just means you've been playing long enough. You could have the level 43 on the enemy team could be absolutely terrible. He could just be playing a long time. We try a couple of shots with a pistol, but it's not very accurate. It's not very accurate at all. One thing I do think is the minions have a little bit too much health for what they are, especially the little guys. We take a couple of kunai shots from Miko. So, I mean, if we could get some headshots, we'd be able to beat her, but we're really bad at aiming, so we drop the temporal bubble, which would slow her down, slow Miko down if she chased us, and we managed to get out of there. Unfortunately, they scored another bunch of points. I thought we caught Miko AFK there, but no, they react in time.
Don't come back without their innards.
That was the bird in action, the owl. It sends out a little laser beam and then kamikazes towards them. I'm not sure how much damage it does because I kind of drop the owl and then run away. It's more of like a sentry thing. It'll fly around in a circle for a little while. Try and take out their turret because we can't get any good shots off on them. The turret will help the enemy push the lane, so if they don't have one, that's great. So we drop the temporal vortex thing to try and run away yet again. I think that's your main defense against anybody. So Whiskey Foxtrot here trying his luck. We do get a couple of shots off on him, take his shield down, but we have to retreat. So we took some fire from the other side. I'm not sure who that was from. Yeah, my aiming is atrocious, but I think that would come with practice, obviously. Practice makes perfect. And I don't know if there is any ballistic physics you know, such as bullet drop, bullets wind sway or anything like that. I think it just goes where you shoot it, to be honest, so that's nice. The pistol doesn't seem to do much damage, so we try and back up and switch to the thing. The owl! Does the owl go in? It does indeed. And it does about 200 damage, 180 damage, so not as much as our... even a sniper rifle to the body does more damage, so not reliable. But I guess it's better than 0 damage.
Enemy appeasement at 50%. Enemy minion altars
But we just seem to be getting pushed back at any opportunity. So this Whiskey Foxtrot is an easy kill if he didn't have his shield up. We do take 2 shots to him, but all that does is reduce his shield. We needed that 3rd shot to actually kill him. Again, Wrath seems to have full shields. There's an Arendi somewhere. This enemy Arendi, again, manages to get her shields all the way regenerated. Somebody did manage to finish off the Wrath though, so we did manage to drop 2 bullets on his shield, which took it down, and somebody else landed the KO. So I guess either way, as long as somebody gets the KO, that's all that matters, right? So we can do 2 shots to take down the shield as long as somebody does the KO, or vice versa. Again, Miko is the priority target, but we'll take anything at this moment in time. They have a big enough head with that mushroom on it that we shouldn't really be missing. So these guys are weaving their way closer to me, and we finally figured out that they're a little bit close for comfort, so we're going to drop the Robot Owl and back out. The friendly Benedict there getting extremely low.
The enemy has deployed a giant minion. Destroy it.
Taking out the accelerator again, just, you know, making their lives a little bit more difficult. So if they do decide to retreat at any point, they're not going to get that speed boost. I'm not actually sure why we lost this. We both have a healer. They might have just been more experienced players, but they're going to get an elite bot pass now. Elite bots, you have to spend about 600 shards just in front of us there, 600 shards to get one of them bad boys. And they'll push down the lane a little bit faster, and they also give stupid amounts of points if they reach the grinder.
Blow them to bits, little master.
Quickly drop the temporal vortex thing, slow down Whiskey Foxtrot. We also got a talent that damages the enemy if they stay in it. Can we manage to get a shot? No, there's a lot of line of sight obstacles in the way. And I think Shin and Oryx managed to block one of the shots by mistake. So again, we're just going to try and get some of the things down. But Miko decides to get up in melee range. And at this point, I don't even know if I know there's a melee button. So we just shoot him with the pistol a few times and then jump off. I'm not sure where he ended up going. But yeah, we're getting a little bit stomped this game. My Marcus gameplay is by no means perfect though. It's definitely a character that you can practice with and get better with, especially with aiming. And obviously it helps if they don't have tanky characters with big shields. Galilea can be actually pretty hard to hit. She's got a small head. Which sounds funny to say, but it means it's harder to give her a crit on the headshot. And also her melee animations make her spin and all sorts of stuff, so it just makes it even more difficult to land a headshot. Somebody like Montana may be a bit easier to hit in general, because his character model is ginormous. But again, he has a tiny head for some reason. I think Miko must have the biggest head in the game. I also don't know where it stands with Shane and Oryx. Can you hit Oryx in the head and get a headshot crit? Or can you hit Shane, the little Shane, with a headshot and get a crit? I'm not sure. Never actually tried that. I didn't end up playing much Marcus over the weekend. I found other characters to be more up my street. But yeah, I mean, we're in a tough position. You look at all the stuff that's blocking our line of sight. Even if we took a shot, we wouldn't be able to hit anybody. We do manage to get some shots off on Miko, though. Nice little crit on the head. Second crit on the head. One more and he's dead. Yeah, we get the KO. Three headshots in a row. And that's about 960 something damage there. So we can see the enemy pushing in, so I'm trying to get a turret down to help push the lane back. A nice little pot shot on Whiskey Foxtrot as he goes there. And we managed to kill the wave. Alright.
Stop it. The enemy has deployed a giant minion. Destroy it.
But I mean, at this point we're 145 points to 441, so they only need 60 something, 59 or something like that. Maths, it's hard. So it's looking like we're going to lose, but we're still hanging in there. I think this is the only game mode where I've never seen a surrender. I assume you can surrender in both modes, but nobody ever seems to surrender in this mode. Only Incursion, where it's more MOBA style. Everyone, you know, if you're getting slaughtered in the first 5 minutes, everyone's like, right, well, GG, give up.
Expect the bill for that bullet.
And we only just finally increase our level high enough to get our ultimate. I only think I use it once during the entire game. Nice little shot off on Whiskey Foxtrot, but again, shield. The shield's are the bane of my existence. This is our ultimate anyway. It does about 400 and something damage, but obviously we lost the game before we could kill a Rendy, but I hope that gave you an okay insight into Marcus. 3 kills, 1 assist, 0 deaths, I'll take it.